Yeah. Yeah. Hump day. Hump day Wednesday, baby. Yeah. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Yeah. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Let's go. Yo, what's up, y'all? Yeah. So, we're going to get into a little something tonight. People add you to group text and the infamous speakerphone. Now, that might not get on your nerves, but for a lot of people, that's a point of contention. So, yeah. So we're going to get into that. Yeah. And just in case y'all ain't know this, we do this on a late night. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Yeah. Hit that like button, y'all. Yeah. Yeah. Let's go. Yeah. All right, so let's go. This is the daily go getism show. You think it ain't when it is? You think it won't when it is? We are here and we are in motion. We do this thing, taking off fast lane, no coasting, and everything is going to be all right. We talk about being put in group text tonight. People putting you in group text. Putting you on speakerphone, not letting you know that they have put you on speakerphone, things like that. We're going to get into that tonight. You know, when it comes to the phones, sometimes I think we discount the importance that these phones play in our lives. You know, a lot of times we try to dumb it down, we try to play it down, we try to act like it's just a phone, I can live without it. You know how on social media They're always asking people, do you think that you would ever be able to live out in the woods or be without your phone for 24 hours, 48 hours, 72 hours, 96 hours, a whole 7 days without your phone? And then they try to sweeten the pot. Like, for this amount of money, do you think that you could be without social media, without any contact to the with the world as far as your phone is concerned? Because our phones serve a bigger purpose than just talking. They are definitely a communication tool, but you may actually conduct your business on your phone. You might do your work on your phone for your job. You might use your phone as a business tool or an expense, things that you can write off on your taxes. Phones are basically computers. Now, they're not basically computers, whereas maybe 10, 15 years ago, you wouldn't use your phone primarily to be in place of a laptop or a desktop. Nowadays, most people don't need a laptop or a desktop. You just use your phone. And talking on the phone for a lot of people is the thing that they do the least with the phone. So they may text a lot, which in their opinion is equivalent to being on the phone or equivalent to a phone call, or they may, get on the internet, definitely use it for the apps and things like that. So, there's a lot going on when it comes to the phone. So when it comes to actually talking on the phone, let me just ask y'all a question real quick. When people add you to a group text, when you see a text come through and you don't even recognize the person that is coming from or the number that is coming from, but you see all of these numbers, and then sometimes you have to figure out which person, which one of these numbers, because which one of these numbers actually sent you the text, and normally it's the one that you have stored in your phone. Sometimes there may be multiple numbers in there that you have stored in your phone if y'all have mutual friends, but you may or may not appreciate being added to a group text. A group text can be very, very irritating, because if you're not trying to get a bunch of notifications, or if you're waiting for a more important text and you got this and you're part of this group text, then those text messages are just coming in, they pouring in, and they might really, really start getting on your nerves. You're like, because you can't turn it off. Now, from what I understand, if you have an iPhone, you can block, you can stop, you can basically exit yourself out of a group text. With Android, I don't know you to be able to do that. Now, there may be people who know how to do it with an Android, but I don't. So, if y'all know something that I don't know, and I'm sure that many people know things that I don't know, let me know, put me on. But that's what we're talking about tonight. Group text and speakerphone. And we're going to speak about group text and speakerphones and whatever other phone issues that you may hold on. Any other phone issues that you may have on your mind dealing with this topic. So let's get it popping. This is the Daily Go Getimism Show. I'm your host, Sun752, aka Omar with the. And if you can't say Omar with the, well, then you just say Omar with the R. This is the Daily Go Getimism Show. All up in your area. I'm feeling like a real man should. I hope y'all feeling like real men and women should also. We are talking about group text. The disrespect of group text and speakerphone. Has anybody ever put you on speaker when you didn't know that they put you on speaker, or add you to a group text, or both? Some people have no phone etiquette. They just do whatever they want to do. Well, yeah, I just wanted to share this with everybody, so I put 15 of y'all on the group text, and your phone is steady going off. Zzz, 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 zzz. Or if you have your speaker on, whatever. I mean, have your ringer on, your notifications on. What's going on? Oh, yo, T Carry right, morning, noon, and night. It's always great to have my peoples going directly into your site. And let's see. Not what's that? No type. What I'm trying to okay. No type. I don't know. No tip. No type. Less. I don't know what's going on. He says, "What is this? Access to Rome, my people. Access to Rome was good." Says, yo, Unc, how you feeling, man? I'm feeling like a real man shit. You know how it go every day, all day. We don't stop around here. And hit slap. I love your energy. Man, I appreciate the love. You give some, I give some back. That's how it works around here. Appreciate you coming through. Hang out for a little while. I guarantee you this thing, it'll do for you what you needed to do. TK Wright says people don't always answer the question truthfully. They cannot survive without their phone in the wild. They might not be able to. Listen, we've only been married to these phones for about 30 years. Some of us only have 20 years being married to the phones. Not everybody had phones in the early 2000s. Very few of us had phones in the 1990s. So, and you want to talk about the 1980s. Come on now, you talking about the big phone, the big gray joy, or the phone in the suitcase? Come on, man, you know what I'm talking about. That thing, everybody couldn't have that, man. That shit was expensive as hell. It wasn't sweet like that at all. Naturalista Rap, what's going on, my? Good to see me some you. Good to see me some you. You already know. Don't put me in no group text. I'll spaz. I understand. People spazzing over being put in the group text. That shit is understandable over here. Very understandable. TK Wright says, I have a bone to pick with speakerphone convos that aren't announced. Now, when it comes to the speakerphone, some people use their speakerphone all the time. That's the only way that they talk. So they don't put the phone to their ear. They're always on speaker. So I'm like, well, why don't you get a pair of headphones? I don't know if y'all know, but there are plenty of people who really can't fathom talking on the phone with headphones or earphones. Like they still stuck in, that's the way you listen to music, but not phone calls. Now, it may be hard for some people to understand because you're like, what are you talking about? People use headphones all the time, especially like if you catch public transportation, you may catch the train, the commuter rail train, or maybe even Amtrak or Acela or something like that, and they have quiet cars where you're not allowed to make noise. Basically, you got to keep your voice down if you're going to talk. You can't have headphones that aren't like noise canceling or locked into your ears. So, they don't want other people being able to hear the music that you're listening to or talking on the phone and all of that. It's sort of like a library card. So you need a good pair of headphones that maybe some earbuds, even whether they wired or Bluetooth. Most phones nowadays don't even have a headphone jack, but you can still plug it into the charging jack. I don't really like that. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, no, I need my charging jack for charging. That's how I live. And the charging jack is for charging. And I don't use an iPhone. What's good? Look, I'm broadcasting on Facebook at the same time as YouTube. And my people's over there. Let me give a shout out to my people. Gilbert Blount, my man, what's going on? And Jamie Crawley, what's good? Gwendolyn Dabney, Miss Gwen, what's going on? And Mako Fagans was good, and Cynthia Olado, and Miko, blinds are better. Hey, I finally catch a live. She says, yes, you finally made it here, and I'm glad that you did. I'm glad that you did. So what's good? My man Omar Thompson, what's good? How you feeling? How you feeling? So Natural Release the Rap says, hold on. TK Wright says, my mother is like that, always on speaker, it bothers me. Well, what a lot of people don't understand about speakerphone is that when you speaking on speakerphone, if you have noise in the background, now I'm talking about my mom right now. My mom will have the TV on for some reason. For some reason, in her elderly age, she likes to have the TV on and the radio. I don't understand it. And then she wants us to talk on a phone on a speaker. You know, when you are talking on a speaker, you're supposed to have a quiet background, because you don't even know if the person you're talking to might be on speaker too. So when it comes to the speakerphone, one mic has to be open at all times. If y'all speak at the very same time, then y'all can't hear each other. And if you have background noise when you're on speakerphone, it's going to take up the mic. So she studied like, hey, can you hear me? Can you hear me? I'm like, no, I can't hear you. You gotta turn that either take me off speakerphone, which is hard for her to do because she ain't used to putting the phone to her ear. She don't do that. It's always like this. And I be seeing chicks talking on speakerphone in their car. They stopped at the light. They steady like, yeah. I'm like, you ain't got no Bluetooth. What we doing? Get yourself a Bluetooth, man. Get yourself a Bluetooth. What you doing? So if you on speakerphone in the privacy of your own car or the privacy of your own house, I don't think there's a problem with it. The problem becomes when you talking to somebody on speakerphone and you thinking that you just talking to them, and all of a sudden, now they bringing somebody else in a phone call like, yeah, oh, and they said that and blah blah blah, and you like the. So, nigga like me, I said a nigga like me, I'm gonna punish you for putting me on speakerphone unannounced. Like it ain't wise to put somebody like me on speakerphone unannounced. Cause you don't know what I'm gonna say. You don't. My mouth is on some other shit. Always has been. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, shorty. You know what I'm saying? I tear that ass up last night. What the? I was like, I was stirring that macaroni and shit, wasn't I? Yeah, I bet you take me on speakerphone now. You know what I mean? I was stirring the macaroni. I was splashing them rocks up against the wall. I was splashing the water up against the rocks. I was splashing, splash. Oh, it's kids in the car. Shit, they ain't my kids. That's what you get. That's what I was chilling. All right. Miko says, I do that now. She says, but I will cut everything off when I'm on the phone. Y'all ain't got no speaker. Y'all had no phone etiquette. And she said, that's a Leo. She said, that's a Leo. Everybody know not to call me on speaker. I'm like, like, play at your own risk. Yeah. Play at your own risk. I'm telling you. But yeah. So what's the general consensus? It seems like most people don't like to be put on speakerphone, you know, but are there people here that really don't mind, or it doesn't matter one way or another, or, you know, or are the perpetrators here? Are the ones who throw people on speakerphone unannounced? They might be in the house. Are you here? Are you here? Come out wherever you are. Let me see. What Omar Thompson? TK Wright says, my mother will have the TV on and complain about not hearing the other person. Thinking that she need a louder speaker for the speakerphone, right? Yeah, that's where the logic goes. I need another speaker. I need a louder speaker for the speakerphone. This speakerphone ain't loud enough. You got it on straight max. See, these are the type of people who can't click over on the other line when another call come in and be able to click back on the other line, click back on the first line when they finish with that call. These are the type of people, you know what I'm talking about. Some of y'all claim that y'all so technologically advanced. You talking on the phone, somebody a call come in, you be like, all right, hold on, I gotta take this call. You take the call, hey, let's go to blah 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 blah. All right, but I'm gonna call you back because I'm on another line. Blah 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 blah. All right. Okay. Then they press the red button. Click. Everybody off. Oh, I call them back. I'm sorry. Something wrong with this phone. Something is wrong with this phone. Every time somebody calls on the other line, they cut me off. You don't know how to use the phone. Yo, some people really just need to leave it alone. I said, you don't know how to use the phone. You can't leave a message at the sound of the tone. I said, you don't know how to use the phone. Yo, you're not right. You're dead wrong. And you don't know how to use the phone. How old are you? You like a kid, but you're grown. Even kids today, they know how to use the phone. They know how to do everything. You can't leave them alone. They be watching porn and doing all kinds of crazy stuff, meeting up to do some shit that's kind of rough. But yo, the life that we live, you gotta watch our kids. And if you don't watch your kids, you could stand to lose your kids. And I ain't trying to do that. Trying to make sure to stay up on the latest technology and get with that. And I'm telling you flat, what you don't know will hurt you. Is this going to be worse? Okay. All right. Let's go. We good. Everything good. Yo, hit the like button, y'all. Share the show. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel. Hit the like button. Share the show. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel. All right, what we doing? Wee Bay. What up, Wee Bay? What up, Wee Bay? What's good? And naturally, the rap says, OG word. You stirring mac and cheese. Let me call you. All I know is you put me on speakerphone, be like, yeah, I was stirring the mac. I was smashing the water. The waves was going up against the rocks. High tide, baby. You a grown-ass woman. Why you still pee in the bed? Grown-ass woman, why you still pee in the bed? Grown-ass woman, boy, why you pee in the bed? Grown. Yeah, put me on speakerphone. I dare you. I double. Grown-ass woman, why you still pee in the bed, baby? You pee in the bed, you know what I mean? You get excited, you pee in the bed, you all incontinent. You know what I'm saying? You need to go to bed with some Depends. Pull the Depends down with your old ass. Pull the. I'm just all right. And still we rise. All right. We good. We good. All right. That's the listener right wildin'. And Clip Steez said, what's up, man? What's good? How you feeling? Thanks for coming through, y'all. Appreciate you. And that's the naturally the rep says, I want everybody knowing that you made mac and cheese. Splash like Daryl Hannah and Tom Hanks back in the day. Splash, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, your kids asking, yo, what's it? Why Mom, you pee in the bed? You know Mr. Omar be tripping. You know he be. You know his. You know he just. You know he used to do comedy. He just be. You know mommy don't pee in the bed. You know mommy don't pee. Mac and cheese. Mom, I like mac and cheese. You made mac and cheese? No. Mr. Sun is making mac and cheese. I've actually been called that years ago. This is Mr. Sun. Yo, when you get introduced to somebody's kids by your nickname, son, you know you want some other shit. You Mr. Sun. Hi, Mr. Sun. Hey, what's going on, young boy? How you feeling, man? Give me a pound. Give me a pound. What's good? You all right? You want something from the store? Here, a couple of dollars. Get something from the store. Yeah, I mean, since they gonna be all respectful and shit, I gotta play my part. Mr. Sun is coming around. We like Mr. Sun. He nice. He nice. He played a game with us too. He played a game. All right, y'all. It's time for us to get dressed. It's time for us to put our uniform on. For those of y'all who never been here before, this is what we do. Y'all see these necklaces around my neck? These are genuine cowbone necklaces. Let me let y'all see up close. You know what I mean? See, these are called struggle beads. Made of genuine cow bones. These are called struggle beads. For all of my people that are in the struggle, coming from born in the 70s, growing up in the 80s. I'll count you in if you was born in the late 60s. The late 60s, you know what I mean? I'll go as far as 68. Other than that, these are for the Gen X's. All right, so this is what we're gonna do. I'll let y'all choose which one y'all want to wear. So, is it the one on the left? Huh? You like, huh? Or the one in the middle? Huh? The one in the middle. What's good? What's good? Or the one on the right? What's up? What's up? What's up? What y'all like? What y'all like? What up, Omar? What up, Wisdom? What's good? Which one y'all want? The one on the right? The one in the middle? Omar says right. Okay, good. We good. Or the one on the left? Which one? Which one? What we doing? We got two for the right. All we need is one more. We got two for the right. Two for the right. Two for the right. That would be this one. That would be this one. This is the one in the middle. Cheryl Halsey, what's good, ma? And she says middle. Cat Nemo. Hope it's been a blessed one, OG. Man, I'm so blessed. People think I'm cheating. I ain't cheating. Which one, y'all? Come on, don't make this take all day. This thing is starting to become kind of laborious. That's right. I'm rocking vocabulary today. All right. All right. So is the one on the left? I'm sorry, the one on the right. All right. So all right. Wait, TK right broke it. It's the one on the right. The one on the right wins. Wait a minute. Y'all said the one on the right? Okay, the one on the right. That's this one. That's this one. The one on the right has won. The people have spoken. Yes, they have. All right, let me get y'all right. I need y'all to stick out your neck real quick. No diddy. Stick out your neck. We good. We good. Levels is good. Levels is good. Levels is good. And let me give y'all the ocular proof. Gave proof to the night that struggle beads was still there. Oh, say, do we have that fly shit? All right. There you go. Y'all looking good, ladies. Ladies, y'all looking pretty. Y'all looking beautiful. Y'all looking gorgeous. Y'all looking sweet. Y'all looking type sexy out here. Elegant. And brothers, you're looking handsome. You're looking suave. You're looking debonair. You're looking smooth tonight. Everybody looking good. Got on your soft stuff. Everybody looking good. Everybody looking good. Well, my people on Facebook, y'all can get a little something too. Y'all can get a little something too. Yeah. Looking good. Real good. You know what I'm saying? Real good. All right, let's go. Since now y'all got on y'all uniform, let's go to work. You know what I mean? Let me put on my work rings. I gotta put my work rings on. You know what I'm saying? I get caught without my work rings. I don't know. Security might escort me out of the building. So we talking about the disrespect of group text and speakerphone and any other phone violations. That's what we're talking about tonight. Phone violations, being put on speakerphone without being told, without being informed, being put in a group text. You getting all of these notifications. Zzz, zzz. Oh man, let me see code names. Zzz, zzz. And you know, like you looking for the good text. You know what I'm saying? Brothers, you know how it is. You've been waiting for a titty pic all day. And your man's done put you in a group text. Talking about some, yo, man, new Kendrick Lamar is fire. Yo, he coming at Drake. He coming at Drake. You know, you gotta check this shit. What the fuck, no, Kendrick Lamar, man. You know, LaTanya about to send me titty pictures, son. You got 17 texts. You like, oh yeah, I know she done came through. She must have sent me more. You done got who done replied? Skeet, Rob, Jay, Corey, Dave, Boo. Man, fuck out of here. And it don't stop. How do you get yourself out of it? Listen, if anybody knows how to get yourself out of a group text with an Android, let me know. Now, see, there are more things going on with this group text thing than might meet the eye. For example, you might be in a group text with somebody you don't even want to be in contact with. You don't know unless those numbers are in your phone and you recognize them or whatever because you have them stored in your phone. You don't know who those numbers are. So let's say it's a situation where you may have had a falling out with somebody and y'all not in contact and you good with not being in contact with them, but y'all have mutual friends and they added you. Maybe they don't know about y'all beef or whatever, and somebody adds you to a group text. And now, if you communicate, because you don't know that this person that you don't want to be in contact with is in the group text, now, you know, it's like it gives you that feeling like you're being watched. You know what I mean? Because they might not be saying nothing. They just in the background chilling, getting notifications. Zzz, 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 zzz. Oh, that's what O been doing. Okay. Zzz, 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 zzz. Oh, shit. Okay. His daughter just graduated. Okay. Little shit like that. You might not be saying nothing damaging, but the bottom line is, you know, you wasn't extended the courtesy of knowing that you were going to be put in a group text. Nobody asked you. And then on top of that, now they got people in the group text that's you know what I mean? They got the ops in the group text. I got the ops in the group text. In the group text. In the group text. Ops in the group text. Ops in the group text. In the group text. Ops in the group text. Ops in the group text. Group text. Ops in the group text. What's next? Ops in the group text. Ops in the group text. Yo, what's next? in the group text. Why you got the ops all in the group text? That's yo disrespectful. And what's next? Now I'm mad at you, mad at the people that you put in the group text. Yo, what's next? I'm sending the group text. Yo, why you put them in? Why you put me in there? Yo, now I'm feeling fear. I'm feared that I might have to go up inside your head. I ain't trying to do that shit, is dead. Yo, why you put me up in the group text? What's next? Why you put me up in the group text? Yo, what's next? I said, up in the group text. Yes, where I am. I feel like my man just ran a scam. I'm like, damn, nigga, why you ain't put me on? I ain't with this shit. I'm about to move. I'm going. I'm about to be up out of this. I'm blocking all of y'all, and I don't give a fuck what you think, because I'm standing tall. 10 toes down. I ain't been trying to fuck around with all y'all motherfuckers sucking ass niggas is clowns. And I ain't the one. You know how son roll. 752. Yeah, you know how I do. And I ain't the one to be playing that bullshit. So I'ma be about of this shit. And you gotta deal with it. My name is son. I said, yo, in the group text. Why? In the group text. Yo, got my ops all up in the group text. In the group text. Come on, man. Come on, son. What are we doing, son? Get me all up in the group text and feel some kind of way. Hey, yo. Got me all up in the group text. These niggas is well. Hey, yo. Come on, man. Older than you. I'm 54 years old. I ain't got no business to be up in the group text. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but you know, everybody from Penn State is in the group text. Up people's. I'm like, I don't know all them niggas. Some of them I don't like. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, am I bitching too much? I'm just. I mean, is it? You feel me? You know, like, yeah. Omar says, don't let them violate you. Violate the phone. You violate the phone. Word. Let them know. Okay, I will. Omar says, but those loves be loving the sun. Do they? If you love me, you keep me out of a group text. Hit the like button, y'all. Share the show. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel. Hit the like button, share the show, subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel. TK Wright says, if you have an Android and you use Google Messages, click the 3 dots and choose group details. It'll give you the option to leave the group. My whole life has changed. I'm deleting niggas and getting ghosts. My whole life has changed. I said, my whole life has changed. I'm getting niggas out of my life. That's right. I give y'all the real notes when I'm able to get the good information to get out of the group text. This is good shit. Big boy says, telling on yourself to the group chat is crazy. Word. Info Spot 411. What's going on, my dude? Always a pleasure. Thanks for coming through. Appreciate you. Natural Lisa said came back to the chat to twerk. Yes, that's right. Shake that thing. That make sure the thing is thinging. Don't let the thing not thing. Make sure the thing is thinging. Big boy says, what led you to this stage in your life, bro? You seem pretty well put together. That's an interesting question. Yo, son, yeah, I'm gonna tell you like this. I don't know what you think I have or what you think I'm doing, but the only advice that I give to anybody that wants to do anything in life, because I don't have a lot, but I have an awful lot, if you can understand what I'm saying. Material wise, what the fuck was that? Material wise, I'm not on no millionaire, nothing like that. But what I do have is I got a couple of dollars. I got a pretty decent career. I got love in my life. My family is straight and they love me too. My friends admire me. They respect me. My coworkers, fuck them niggas, but they respect me too. You know what I'm saying? And all I can say is keep going. Whatever you doing, I'll tell you like my old head told me, plan your work and work your plan. You can't get anywhere in life without knowing where you want to go. You have to know exactly what you want. And you can't be knowing what you want through the eyes of somebody else. You have to know what you want. You have to know what you want. You can't be wanting what you want because this chick with the fat ass and big titties over here wants that. You can't be wanting something for your life through the eyes of somebody else, not even your kids. You have to know and focus on exactly what you want and make sure that what you want is beneficial. Don't go around here wanting some dumb shit like, yo, man, I just, you know what I mean? I want to be like Nas, just a big chain and a pair of Jordans, because that's what Nas said he wanted when he was a kid. He didn't know. He didn't know that the world, he was a little kid, grew up in the projects. He didn't know that there was a world of shit he could have got out there. So I just wanted a big gold chain and a pair of Jordans. He wanted what he saw the dope boys around the way had. Well, I think he did a lot more than that, but you got to know what you want. And then you can start going about getting it. And hopefully once you find yourself and decide what you really want, hopefully you're not smoking weed all the time and shit, because listen, man, you do what you do. You do what you do. But when you make plans for how you want to navigate your life, you need to do it with a clear mind. You can't be because regardless of whether you look at weed as just a herb, a plant, or a drug, it can have a negative influence on how you plan things, because you high all the time. I mean, do what you do, but when you go to plan how you want your life to be, do it with sobriety, because you can always rely on you and fall back on your sobriety to get you out of a jam. You don't want to have to get high in order to do something. And I'm gonna tell you like this. When I used to do stand-up comedy, every time I used to go on stage, if I had a few drinks, I used to bomb. So I ain't like that shit. So every time I went on stage, I made sure that I was sober. If I was going to drink, I drank after the show. After a while, I got better at drinking and getting on stage. And I got real good at it. And after a while, the drinks was actually making the routine funnier. So I was like, oh shit. Bad move. Because now I'm funniest when I'm drinking. So guess what happens when I'm not drinking? So you don't want to have to rely on a substance. You want to always have yourself to fall back on. I'm not trying to call nobody no addict, no fiend or nothing like that. But listen, you can always rely on your sobriety to get you through. So make sure that you plan your shit through your sobriety. Get high as a recreation. But if you getting high every day, and especially every day, all day, that's not recreation. That's your life right there. Sobriety is pretty much your recreation, because you high more than you are sober, especially when you smoke. So, all right, man, I ain't trying. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, son. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I'm 54 years old. You know what I mean? I'm an old head. You ain't got to listen to nothing I say. you ain't got to, Okay. Info Spot says, I just got a new cell phone last weekend, Samsung A155G. So far, I like it. That's what's up. That's a good look. Team Samsung, without a doubt. Captain Nemo says, group chats are cool for family. You can silence them. Now for family, group chats are okay. Unless you got the kind of family that respond too much. Zzz, 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 looking for Latanya to come through. You know, Big Butt Tanya, man. She, you know what I mean, to keep me straight. Big Butt Tanya send me pictures, you know what I mean? Titty pics and twat pics, you know what I'm saying? Getting a nigga through the day sometimes. Like, yo, Tanya, man, I'm having a hard day, baby. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? These workers tripping, everybody calling out, talking about it's snowing too hard, man. Stop snowing 4 hours ago. They called out 5 hours ago. All right, baby. All right, baby. All right. Thanks, Big Butt Tiger. You just that's how turn into a baby. You see, all right. So anyway, let's go. All right. Info Spot says, son, I wanted to win the lottery. Can you give me the winning numbers? Dimples D's, what's up, bro? Good to see you. Good to see you. And my people's wisdom, what's good? What's good? All right. Info Spot says, fuck smoking weed, work out, eat healthy, and you'll enjoy life. Man, can you put that on a shirt? We need it on shirts. We need them billboards. We need to, you know, if people still use ink pens, we need to put that on an ink pen. You know, people usually look at the pens that they steal. Big Boy says, I've heard similar stories with meth, bro. Really fair on the substance reliance. Come on, man. Meth? The only good thing I can say about meth, because first of all, the shit is mad expensive, but you be high for a long ass time with meth. Like, it's hard to turn meth off. That shit be on. But you lose everything messing around with meth. You lose your teeth, your mind, your body, your soul, your spouse, your kids, your parents, your siblings, aunts, uncles, cousins. Man, you lose co-workers. You lose God, the devil. You ain't even got nowhere to go when you on meth. You can't go to heaven or hell. You just chilling there in purgatory with your fucked up teeth. We gotta do better than that meth shit. You can't be out here doing no meth. That shit ain't a good look. TK Wright says that happened to MJB. Oh, relying on getting high when she go into the studio or go on stage. It happens to a lot of performers. It does. If anything, you should wait until you get off stage to start partying. Other than that, not a good look. Not a good look. Okay. He says she used to perform drunk or high or both. Okay, right. Says most of my family members got jokes. My phone would get too many notifications. Sheesh. The bass Pluto. Oh, the bass Pluto. What's good? Does anyone here suffer from asthma? Expensive, cheap as fuck. You said expensive. Meth is cheap as fuck? No, it ain't. It depends, or depends on what you consider to be expensive or cheap. I don't know it to be cheap. I don't know it to be cheap. All right. So last time I did it, I spent $30 and ended up throwing most away. The views expressed by the base Pluto are strictly his own. We don't condone any substance abuse on this channel. I mean, you do what you do, but don't do what everybody do. And don't do that. It's not a hood thing though. My teeth were hurting, sensitive gums started receding and they started bleeding. He said, I don't need. Oh, you don't watch it? Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. So back to the whole phone thing. So check it out. There are other things that people might do with the phone besides putting you on speakerphone, besides putting you in group chats and stuff like that. There may be other things that people do with the phone. Now, if you remember, and they can still do this now without being detected. Remember back in the day, if you was trying to catch somebody, you know, in a he say, she say lie, you know, you would use the three-way, like you call somebody on a three-way and click them in and don't let them know that somebody is on the phone, and you start talking, you know, they might start talking to you, or you start talking to them about whatever the lie was that they told. And they think it's just you and them talking on the phone, but it's actually three of y'all. And sometimes it would get fucked up because the person who was the third party would yell out, oh, why you on here lying? I'm like, oh, damn this. The phone raid has gone bad. The phone raid has gone bad. Adam 112. Nowadays, they don't call it three-way calling. They call it phone merge. Now, with a regular telephone back in the day, you couldn't, if somebody called, like if you were talking to somebody on the phone and then another person called, you couldn't click them in and make it a three-way call. With cell phones, you can. So somebody can be clicked on the phone. What you should do is look at your phone when anybody clicks over to the other line, and you'll be able to see if they merge the person in. Now, if you are the type of person that puts the phone to your ear, you might not know to do that. Whenever somebody clicks on the other line, clicks over to the other line, call waiting, whatever you call it, look at your phone to see when they come back. When they leave, it should say call on hold. And when they come back, then it should say, you know, call off hold or some shit like that. But if they click the person in without telling you, it'll say merged call or something like that. It'll say group. No. What does it say? It says conference. It'll say conference call to symbolize that they clicked another person in. So, you know what I mean? So even if they don't tell you, the technology of today will tell you for them. So yeah, man, watch out for that kind of stuff, man. People out here doing grimy shit. Mad grimy. They grimed out. They mad grimed out. Oh, you said you've done it 3 times in 5 years? Well, that's not. I wouldn't suggest anybody ever smoke crystal meth, but 3 times in 5 years, that's about as seldom as I can think of to do it. Big Boy says, we got a real meth problem where I am. Watch my coworker fall 2 stories and get up. God damn. Yeah, man, meth is the new crack. And it's the old crack. It's the old 80s and early 90s crack. Not this lazy ass weed crack that they have nowadays. All right. Base Blue says nobody here has asthma. Oh, we have a caller on the line. Caller on the line. Caller on the line. Got a caller. Got a caller on the line, baby. Yo, hold on, let me get my cursor. Where's the damn? Okay, there we go.
You have a call.
Hold on, caller. Hold on just a second. Let me get through the rest of these comments, and then I'll click you in. Bless you too. Info Spot says, son, you made me remember something funny. I'll call into the show. All right, good looking. And bless you too. Thank you. Base Blue says it's probably 3 times since 2017. Not much, still way too much. I understand that. About the asthma question, I don't have asthma, but a lot of my family members on my mom's side suffer from asthma. A lot of them. So, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. All right. So we have a call on the line, y'all. If y'all want to call into the show, I invite y'all to call in, and the number to call is area code 267-874-1949. That's the number to call. I said it, 267-874-1949. Yes, y'all. I said it, 267-874-1949. Yeah, get on the line. I said it, 267-874-1949. Yeah, get your shine, baby. Get your shine, baby. Get your shine, baby. Get your shine, baby. 267-874-1949, baby. Call 267-874-1949, and we will get you on up in here with the quickness. All right. And with that being said, caller with the last number. I said caller with the last number is 0297. Welcome to the Daily Go Getimism Show. Thank you for holding. What's on your mind this evening or this morning? What's good? You there, caller? 0297? Are you there? Are you there? Do you have us on mute? By any chance? You got us on mute? Mute? I'll just keep his line open. Open. He's around. So, yeah. So people can play games like that with the phone. You know, merging calls, you know, putting people in on three-way, not, you know, you never know. I mean, it seems childish. It seems immature. Like, why would you call somebody on a three-way like we used to do when we was like 12, 13, 14, maybe throughout high school, that kind of shit. You know what I mean? Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? You know, but you never know. People playing phone games, people playing all kinds of games. And you can find yourself caught up. No, we can't hear you. Not at all. But I can kind of hear I can hear a call on the line. Like sort of like white noise. I hear like white noise. Hang up and call right back.
Hello?
Okay, there you go.
Oh, okay. I put it on speaker. It's my new cell phone. I had the headphones in, but maybe when I want
Oh, he messed around. He messed around and hung up. That kind of shit. Matthew, bitch ass Matthew, what's going on, Maddie? What's going on, Matilda? Matilda says, how long have you been trans? I never drove a Firebird in my life.
You have a call.
Caller. All right. We good?
Hello?
All right. We good? We straight?
Yeah, can you hear me good?
Yeah. I hear you loud and clear. Everything good.
Okay. Well, it's my new cell phone. I put the headphones in like my old one, and then I would talk into my old one, but I don't know. Maybe it's something in the settings of this new cell phone. I had the headphones in and I can hear you, and I was saying hello, hello, hello. And I wasn't coming through, so just took the headphones out.
But on this phone, you sound louder and clearer than on the previous phone. I'm honest.
Okay.
Yeah, I have to turn you down a little bit on here. You coming through in all four speakers. Surround.
All right. Well, that's good to know, man. Like I just bought this last week, and my last one was about 4 years old, so got a new one. Oh, anyway, you made me remember a couple things. There was a radio station in Detroit, Michigan here. Oh, God, I think it was WGLB. But anyway, they did this deal with the phones. And they would catch people cheating, and they would call them up. Well, basically, first they would call in. Typically, it was women who thought that their men were cheating.
Mm-hmm.
So then they call up the man, and they would say, "Hey, I'm calling from Nick's Flower Shop here in Detroit, Michigan. You just want a dozen roses to be delivered to whoever you would like. Who would you like them to be delivered to? We had a contest, and your number came up." Or it was something like that. They said it,
Okay.
And when the guy would, say, "Oh, the lady, his girlfriend, let's say, was Linda," and he'd say, "Oh, send the flowers to Sarah," and then he'd like, "Well, wait a minute, who's this Sarah?" And then, then they would bring the lady in, and it was kind of a funny gag. Usually, about 2 or 3 times a week, they'd catch somebody cheating, and then most of the time somebody would say, "Send him to the lady." But what I was getting at is, one guy got so mad. I guess he was engaged to this woman, and he got caught cheating because he gave a different lady's name and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And she said the engagement's off. And he called back to the radio station, and he basically said, "Hey, I know where the station's at, and I know who you are, and you're not going to be safe. Believe me, I'm going to catch you. I'm going to catch you somewhere when you leave that radio station." And threatened his life, and they held off. I think it was called like the Cheating Rose or something. They called the segment,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But yeah, maybe remember. They would do a lot of stuff like that, with the phones back in the day before all the caller ID, and then hardly I never answer anything if it ain't on my contact list. Just let it go to voicemail. And then there was another one. It's on YouTube, and it's funny as hell. Like back around the early 2000s, when cell phones were first kind of coming in, and late 90s, when you still had the landline phones, you used to have all these telemarketers. And there was a comedian. He was on Howard Stern a couple times, and I think he was on Amazon. But anyway, he did a thing called Terrorizing Telemarketers. And oh my God, is it fucking funny the shit he thinks of? Like he told one lady to repeat the last part. He didn't get this part, and just driving crazy to the point where they hang up. But someone's uploaded them all to YouTube. If you go on YouTube, look up like Terrorizing Telemarketers or Jim Florentine. It's funny as hell.
Okay. So
yeah, but I remember some of that stuff, man. You made me jot back memories talking about the 3-way calling, and then the other big thing was that I think we mentioned it a month back. We were on a similar topic, but I mean that when you used to have the minute packages, like
my gosh,
you get weekend and night minutes, and then if you paid extra, you could start at 5 o'clock. But remember when Nextel came out with that Direct Connect? You don't have to use up all your cell phone minutes. You can get Nextel Direct Connect.
The chirp.
Yeah. The whole thing is it's just a damn scam, because years back it used to be on the minutes. And it was like, if you paid $60-$70 a month, you can get unlimited talk minutes, 24 hours a day and whatnot. And, like, oh, great. And then when the text message came out, it said, get 200 text messages a month, and every message over that's only 3 cents a text message or something. Then as soon as the smartphones came out around 2009 and 10, and data mobile became the thing, it's like all of a sudden, every damn cell phone package is unlimited texting and calling, and I was data mobile. It's like, well, what the hell changed it? I thought it costed these carriers tons of money to process all these text messages and for the phone calls. Now it's no big deal. But, it's all a money grab. What the hell?
That's all it was. I mean, they cheated us. They cheated us for years. I mean, the amount of money that they had to have made from long distance alone, they were killing the game.
Yeah.
They were killing the game. Now they started giving you free long distance calling when the cell phone supposedly went from analog to digital. I still don't understand why digital equaled up to free long distance, but and they were giving away a lot more minutes once they became digital than they were when it was analog. Because if you remember, when they were analog phones, they weren't giving minutes packages. They were charging you by the minute. So it'd be like 10, the cheapest you may have gotten was like 10 cents a minute, but then he had like 15 cents a minute, 25 cents a minute, so you really had to use your cell phone sparingly. It wasn't sweet like that at all. Then when they started making the phones digital and calling them, I remember they went from being called cell phones to wireless phones, but nobody was going for that wireless shit. So they switched back to cell phone because that's what it is. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, so that's when the long distance went away. That's when the minutes packages came up. And I don't even know if they really knew how popular texting would get. Yeah. But that wasn't unlimited either. Remember, you might pay for 500 text messages, and you didn't know that it meant back and forth. Like when you send a text message, that's one, and when you receive a text message, that's another one. So I'm like, wait a minute, that's not fair. You know what I mean? Like even with the cell phones, if somebody called you, it was on them, not you.
Yeah.
So it was a mess.
I remember the big thing just before the smartphones, and then I remember analog going to digital. You had that. I want to say around like 2004 or 5-ish to about 2010, 11 was those Blackberries. And then they had like the sliding ones where the screen would slide up, and you had the little keyboard there, and it was like the biggest thing ever.
Yeah, the Blackberry. That was like the like you were somebody if you had a Blackberry. It was like it's a Blackberry. It wasn't just a cell phone; it was a Blackberry.
Yeah,
technically, it was the first smartphone.
Yeah, pretty much. And then I remember in the early 2000s when the Nextel thing was big too. Was those Nokias? It was like the small little fucking things, and it's like, hey, you get a cell phone here, go right in your pocket,
Yeah, Nokia was a good brand. I was wondering what happened. Like that was a good brand cell phone. They made good phones. I don't know what happened to them, and they're still around. They just don't, they're not a big market like they used to be.
Yeah.
iPhone and Samsung pretty much monopolized the phone market so much. They got LG out of there a couple of years ago, and then they got they got HTC out of there years ago, and they're a lot of those brands are still around, so to speak, but they aren't. They just don't. Some of them aren't even in the U.S. market anymore. If you go on Amazon and you look up, you can look up like flagship phones for under a certain amount of money, and you'll be surprised at what comes up. I mean, Motorola still makes phones. You wouldn't know it.
Yeah.
I don't know anybody that has a Motorola phone, but they still make phones.
I was the cell phone place I was at. I'm with this Total Wireless now. They're a prepaid carrier that Verizon owns. I was with Verizon and I switched to them. But a long story short, when I was in that cell phone store, they had like two models of Motorola's, and then they were free. Like if you paid for you paid for something, and then they had the Samsung on sale for like $120 something, and then it's my phone, and I do the prepaid. I said I'm good. I like Android, Samsung. Each is their own, but yeah, pretty much it's Samsung, Android, or Apple. That's the way to go. Motorola still makes some, but they're just like they're not even nearly as good as the Samsung, in my opinion. But I do remember, oh gosh, you were saying, I think it was in 1997, I got my first cell phone. And it was that gray, bulky Motorola. And then I was with Ameritech, which turned to AT&T.
I remember that, Ameritech, wow.
Yeah, yep. And then, they became Singular Wireless. Then after Singular Wireless, it became AT&T, bought bought the thing, but it was something like, oh gosh, I think I paid like 35 or 40 a month, and I would get 1 hour of talk time. And then it was so much, like you said, per minute if you went over that thing at talk time. And then they changed their package. I want to say 99, and then I switched over to AirTouch Wireless, which Verizon bought.
Mm-hmm.
And then they did like that deal again where I got something like 4 hours of night and weekend minutes, and I think an hour of anytime minutes, which went from like 9 in the morning till 7 or 8.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that shit.
Yeah. It was like they were shitting on us so hard with the cell phones and those plans. I mean, now that we have unlimited, they're still finding ways to still profit off of us because now they're selling data. So they'll say like unlimited data, but it's not really unlimited. You know what I mean? Like it'll be unlimited, but it won't be like 5G. Correct. You might be getting like 3G, so you wonder why your phone's slow as shit. And that's why, you know what I mean? We already up to 5G and they're giving you 3G of unlimited data or whatever. So, and even the cable companies are shitting on you with the data. You know, they got limited data plans, in your house. Like, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? But hey, the house always wins. The house always wins. So, you know, it goes how it goes.
You know, it's funny. Well, not funny. I meant to say interesting. Is we were talking about this. Is I still have a TV in my basement. I bought in, I want to say 2006 or 7, kind of when the HDs were really becoming a thing, you know, everywhere. And it's a Toshiba brand, and I've always had good luck with Toshiba.
Mm-hmm.
And it was, they had 1080p or 1080i, and this is just one of them because it was like one of the earlier models. I paid like $700 for this damn thing, and it was selling for close to $900. It's a 32-inch at the time now, 2006 or 7. Long story short, I ended up finding out, I think it was 2012 or 15, Toshiba stopped making their own TVs. They got some other manufacturer that makes them, and then they just slapped the Toshiba brand on it. But it's a lot of that with these electronics. I've seen some of these like stuff on YouTube or shows, and a lot of these brands, there's only like 4 or 5 of these manufacturers, and then they'll just stamp these different sub brands on them, you know, but it's made at the same factory. So something that might be, I don't know, like a Vizio or one of these Philips, let's say there's one Philips. It's really a Sony brand TV, or it's a Samsung brand TV, you know, and a lot of that too, I think, is like with your refrigerators and other stuff. You might be like, oh, wow, this thing's Maytag, but then they come to find out if you get a Mana, it's made by Maytag, or, you know, oh, this is a GE, and GE makes the, you know, the Amana. But they do a lot of that tricky shit, you know, when they sell stuff to manufacturers.
Yeah. Yeah. It's funny because in the comments, Harry Bryce was saying that we should bring back phone booths or pay phones, and I was thinking, like, you know, the way the world is now, if they had pay phones, because I really do think that they should have pay phones. You know, you shouldn't have to have a cell phone as a way of being able to get in touch with somebody out there in the world. But if they had pay phones nowadays, they probably wouldn't accept change. You would probably have to swipe your card. You know what I mean? Because that's you know, they damn near want to get rid of all paper money and all physical forms of currency. So yeah, they would probably have you use the phone, swipe your card, and who knows how much you would be. They would probably be charging jailhouse prices. You know, those prison calls used to cost $1 million.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
You know, it's interesting. the payphones. I also remember the popular thing with that too. Just before they kind of started disappearing, like I want to say the later '90s. You know, when the cell phones started becoming common. Remember they had the phone card deal where you could go to like Sam's Club and some of these places and you get an MCI or
Yeah.
ATT
Yeah.
prepaid phone card, and you pick up the payphone and you dial the 800 number, and then it tell you bing bing bing, and you put in the PIN number on the card and say please dial the number you wish, and then you'd have so many minutes on your phone card. That was a thing. I remember it was popular for a minute. You know, just before the cell phones put the payphone business out. Yeah, I think only like pretty much airports and maybe some train stations might still have the payphones.
I haven't seen any. I've seen what look like payphones, but when you actually take it off the hook, there's nothing there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's just kind of like a prop. Yeah, and that's not a good look. You know what I mean? Like you shouldn't have to have a cell phone in order to get in touch with somebody, but that's what it is. But I mean, you know, the way the direction that communication and basically the way the world is going, yeah, we're not going to be able to have any semblance of the same ease of convenience or the same reality that we used to live in. All of that stuff is pretty much going to be phased out one way or another at one time or another. We're on our way now. You know, like we were talking weeks before about how so many people don't have any phone numbers memorized and shit like that. One thing about payphones and phone booths and all that kind of stuff, you had to know the numbers that you were going to dial. You had to know. You know, we remembered numbers, which means that our brains were more developed. We were doing better. But hey, it goes the way it goes.
I would personally say too, that the landline thing would be dead, but what keeps it alive is businesses, corporations, you know, that need the landline thing, you know. Gosh, from hospitals, even where I work, I'm not at a hospital, but a lot of places where the cell phone thing, you know, or like you have a lot of buildings where you can't get a good cell phone even with repeaters, you know, signals through. But that's, I mean, for residential, very few people. Maybe 3 out of 10 probably even bother with the landline, you know, deal.
Yeah.
That's fine. But we talked real quick a while back on this, but I'll touch on it since we're on the topic. Is the drawback I'm seeing with the technology, you know, from the smartphones to the social media and everything else, is just let's say you talk Gen Z, was it in Gen Y, but anyway, is the lack of social skills. And people, you know, they don't have a loss of from salutations being polite, how to communicate with people. You know, I mean, it's just like everything is, you know, online. I don't even say use the term online, but you know, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, or resumes, all that stuff. You know, meeting people. But just I see in general, and I just say in general, a huge lack of social skills. You know, when I look back, let's say we talk 1990s, like, you know, 80s, you know, you had to go out and network with people, and you want to go out and meet people for dating, a number of things. But you went out and did it. You just didn't hop on your smartphone or computer.
Yeah,
that's one of the drawbacks I'm seeing.
And it's true. It's true. That's you know, when COVID hit, it really took us back and halted us halted us socially. You know, I mean, it was and it's kind of like how you know that it was a plan. You know, you listen to some of the slangs that people use nowadays when they say like I'm outside, because you know when they say that I'm outside, when you really think about what they're saying that they're outside because there was a time when we couldn't actually come outside. There would be a problem if we came outside, if we came outdoors, and we didn't have official business to do it, which is like a form of martial law. But a lot of people went in the house, was stuck in the house, and they still are. So, you know, just like I believe I thought I asked, well, I might have been at work when I asked this, like clubs and stuff. I don't know if there are any, like in this city, I don't know if there are any clubs anymore. You know, not that I ever really like going to the club, but there were plenty of them. The nightlife was really booming, and I don't think it's anywhere close to that anymore. So when people talk about they outside, it's because they've gotten really comfortable with being inside. And there's nothing wrong with being a homebody. I mean, you know, if you don't really like to go out, if you know it keep you out of trouble, keep you from spending too much money and stuff like that, that's cool. But when you really think about what being outside symbolizes, like it didn't used to be a big deal for anybody to be outside. It wasn't a big deal. It kind of is now because we're doing everything with our phones at home. We want to eat. We want to eat. If we don't feel like cooking, use your phone. Not for delivery, but for delivery, but we're talking for a lot of people, Uber Eats and DoorDash and other delivery services and things like that. And you know, you paying your bills mostly over online, and which is a big ripoff because you know they charge you processing fees and shit like that online, which is a bunch of bullshit. You know what I mean? They have no overhead, yet they're charging you processing fees. It's the craziest thing. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen. But that's
the other thing I hate real quick. Just to add what you're saying with this online payment shit. They always sell it like it's a convenience for you, but what it is they look at the percentage of, well, you know, that getting their money, and they know when they have access to whether it's your credit card or your bank account. Okay, we're guaranteed much more likely guaranteed to get this money versus someone sending a check. But they try to make it like save yourself a stamp and this, and then like you say, there's those fees. But the other thing I don't like is I'll dictate when you get my fucking money. So, for example, if my payday is on the Friday and I got a bunch of bills, so I could say, okay, they due to, let's say, the 17th, and this Friday is the 8th, then, you know, I'll mail out this check on the 6th. It'll probably get there the 9th or 10th. That's good. But if they'll say, oh, you could set up the date you want to pay us. Well, I've had this shit happen before where I'm supposed to be billed. Who's HBO Max? They were supposed to bill me like on the 25th or 24th of each month. And then, you know, I didn't pay attention to it. And all of a sudden they started billing me on the goddamn 1st. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? You know? So I said, well, I'm done. Boom. And I get rid of them. But I've had that before when they say, oh, no, we guarantee this date and all you need is a credit card and then blah, 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 or a bank account number. And like, fuck that. The only thing I think I get directly out of my bank account is my car insurance because there is a big savings doing that.
Yeah. They do. They do. They offer discounts for if you choose automatic payment.
Right.
And
but
paperless.
I'm still with you. I'm still old school. I still have a greenback checkbook, and I don't take my checkbook to the grocery store, but I still get a lot of it when I get my bills for shit. I still do old school and write out an actual check and put it in the envelope and throw a stamp on there and swing by the post office and drop it off.
And you should. You should be able to. You should reserve the option. Now, all of these businesses are going paperless, and first they were giving you a slight discount for going paperless. Now they charge you for paper.
Yep.
The war on paper has started. War on paper. Like, it's the bullshit. I mean, really, this is the bullshit because it's like So online, or should I say electronically, you don't have to pay any employees. You're not paying for a venue, like you're not paying any rent, you're not paying any overhead, no lights, no heat, no air conditioning, no security guard, no nothing. You don't have to pay anybody, yet you charge us a convenience fee. I'm like, if this isn't the biggest scam, what is? What is? So you've taken away our option to mail you our payment, and then you overcharge us for an electronic payment. Huh. Well, I guess if I was on their side of the financial agreement, yeah, I would love it. Instead, I'm in front of the gun, looking down the barrel, right there at the bullet.
You maybe just remember another story you mentioned in that about companies and this type of shit that goes on. And a funny story with it. About 5 years ago, I had to get a new mattress. So anyway, long story short, I went to this, I don't know if they have them out in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, ABC Warehouse, if you heard of it. But they're one of these places, they sell the mattresses, couches, furniture, TVs, all that bullshit, So you can go on their website and buy the mattress or whatever you want that's in the store and just have it shipped to you, So I go to one of the brick and mortar stores near my place. So I want to, I lay on the mattress, try it out, a couple different ones that I was debating through. So long story short, the guy gave me the price, and he pulls up the computer, and he's like, "Oh, here's the price to it." I'm like, "Yeah, I saw it online. I know that's the price. So what can you knock it off for me?" He goes, "What?" He goes, "Oh, no, we don't have promotion specials. Those are only the mattresses that are over two grand. These Stearns and Foster and this one brand and that brand." I said, whoa. I said, and this manager came over and says, "Now what the hell would I buy it and give you guys money here in the store when I can just go home, hop on my computer or use my cell phone and buy it for that same price right off the website and have it delivered to me?" I said, "What's the use?" I said, "I come here to support the brick and mortar business and get a little bit of a discount. I know you guys can knock money off of stuff." The guy goes, "Oh, no, that mattress isn't over $1,000. We can't do much on that. We can't do much on this, blah, blah, blah." I said, "That's a bunch of nonsense." I said, "I don't want to speak to some other manager or supervisor to go back and forth." I said, "You know what? If I got to pay that price, I'll just order it myself. Now you ain't getting a commission or a cut on it. Neither is your store."
Yeah.
And then they looked at me the dirtiest fucking look. But here's what's funny. I went to another ABC warehouse, not too far. Spoke to this other dude, the salesman. I was like, "Yeah, I'm not looking for a world of money, but can you knock off a little on the price?" Well, let me see what I could do. And he knocked off like about 15% or 20. I think it was 15 or 20%. I said, "Okay, thanks." But yeah, it's like, what the fuck? If you're running the store and you're selling to me the same price when I can just buy it online and have it shipped to my house off your own fucking website, I figure that one out.
That's the craziest thing. That's the craziest thing, and a lot of that's happening. I've walked out of I've been in Best Buy before, checking out a pair of headphones or whatever. I'm like, these headphones look like they cost too much money. So I go on my phone and go to Amazon and I say, "Oh, look who's having a discount. Look who's having a sale on the same headphones. Bose, Sony, whatever, and I can pay in 4 easy installments. Guess what's going to happen?" And they say they'll deliver by the next morning between 4 and 8 in the morning. No brainer. Like this. I mean, financially, as a quote unquote a customer consumer, it's bad. It's bad out here. It's bad.
Yeah.
This is, and it's going to get worse. It's going to get worse and worse. Yeah.
Well, that you bring up something where what I see one of the biggest killers of a lot of the brick and mortar businesses. I do believe the grocery stores are going to survive, and stuff like Home Depot is still going to be around. But when you talk like your Best Buys and stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
the biggest thing I'm seeing, you can come in with your smartphone. Let's say we're talking a pair of headphones. We go in Best Buy, like you're talking about. All you gotta do is just scan the damn barcode in the eBay app or Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
Amazon, Walmart.com. Let's just talk Amazon, how Amazon's killing it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we like to support a brick and mortar business, but let's say at Best Buy those headphones are $185.
Mm-hmm.
But then I scan them on Amazon and they're $110 and I get free delivery as a Prime member. Now, am I going to want to spend all that extra money just to support a brick and mortar business? Or I'm going to say, well, $110, I'll get them delivered right to my house, save myself this money.
Right.
You'd be stupid to, I'll spend the extra money to support a brick and mortar. Yeah, fuck no.
Yeah.
But that's what's killing it. I see people, I do it myself sometimes. I'm not talking some thing of laundry detergent that's, $7.99. But yeah, this, like some item, like you say, some headphones that are near a couple $100, scan the damn thing, run it through Amazon, Walmart.com, the different ones, say, ooh, this place is wanting an extra $65 for this fucking shit.
Mm-hmm.
Then you ask them to price match it, they'll look at you like they're crazy. They already got their the lines already. Someone interested, their employees already know what to say. Well, that might not be the same model, and that doesn't come with this type of warranty. And get the fuck out of here.
Bring back Circuit City. That's what I call a store. Circuit City was good. That was a good store. So man, the way these monopolies are set up now, it's bad. But the same thing, getting back on track with the cell phones, the same type of monopolies. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Physically the phone. Samsung and iPhone are pretty much, they pretty much have cornered the market on cell phones themselves, and T-Mobile. Between T-Mobile and AT&T, what do we have left? T-Mobile, AT&T, and Verizon.
Verizon, yeah.
That's it.
The big three.
Yeah, this is bad. And more than likely, before long, they're going to team up. One of them or two of them, and that's it.
Yeah, you'll be left with just two carriers probably. Mm-hmm. One of them's not going to be doing well, and maybe T-Mobile's about to fold, and AT&T buys it. Now you're just Verizon, AT&T, or vice versa. Just like wasn't too long ago, you had Sprint. Sprint took over, bought out Nextel years and years ago, but
sure did.
So Sprint was in financial hardship, I believe. Reading a news article, this was some years back, and then T-Mobile bought them out. Or they sold to T-Mobile.
Yeah.
And then T-Mobile took over all the Sprint shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So no more Sprint. And Sprint was around a good amount of time, going all the way back to the remember, they were just a long distance company. So
yeah.
So you had AT&T, MCI, and Sprint. I'll never forget those days, boy. They were robbing the shit out of us. You had to pick a fucking long distance company for your home phone. That was crazy. But that's how it was. Yeah. That's where we come from. But yeah. Now you look at T-Mobile. I never would have thought that T-Mobile would have emerged as like maybe one of the top carriers. I always thought that they were the small fry, the little, they all right, but they won't make it. Shit, you see what they did. So evidently, somebody had some brains and ambition over in that company, because they've done things I never would have thought I would have seen. You know what I mean? Coming all the way from what they used to be live stream, and before then there was something before they were live stream. So it's just, man, it's crazy. and they have home internet and hey, I guess they're on the move. Dude, is Time Warner Cable still a thing? Do they have that anymore?
Oh, out where I live, it's Xfinity, which bought out Comcast. But I know other parts of the country. I think around like Atlanta, Georgia, Time Warner was big, and other states down south. But here's the thing I see coming. For example, the satellite companies, especially Dish Network, that does it, they're gonna have to merge, or they're just gonna go out of business. Like at least DirecTV's made a smart play where you can get the DirecTV packages now without a damn satellite dish through like Roku or Amazon Fire Stick.
Oh,
Because I got Roku in and I could purchase a DirecTV, but I like that Fubo, Fubo. You get, a lot of sports with it, and the channels and shit. But yeah, it's changing, and a lot of it. That shit got so high, the cable, the satellite. But I see that those satellites are either going to go under, or they're definitely going to have to merge. Dish Network's going to have to sell out to DirecTV. Both of them are losing customers like crazy each year. Oh, yeah. Real quick, as I remember too, there's a great YouTube channel. I believe he's called The Company Man. And his videos are like about anywhere from like 7 minutes on a low to like about 20 minutes. But he goes over different items as well as different businesses and services that are no longer around and why they failed, where they succeeded, where he did a great video about American Online and CompuServe and all these dial-up internet. And then he did one on Kmart and when they merged with Sears and how they went under, and CompUSA and shit. He's got really interesting information, but it's The Company Man, I believe it's called.
I've watched some of his videos. They're pretty good.
Yeah.
They're pretty good. Because it's interesting to find out how a lot of these companies went. And a lot of the stories are similar. And a lot of them have been swallowed up by, by this company. Man. And what I think is interesting is that I'm always thinking that when a company goes belly up, it's normally because somebody was stealing. And there's always a lot of evidence to prove that. But even if nobody is really stealing, if you're not able to basically change with the times and adapt and adjust and evolve, you're not going to be able to make it. It's just the way technology is and the way that commerce is set up, you're just not going to be able to do things the old way or become stagnant or rely on your customers who like things the old way. You know what I mean? I mean, look, the best example of that I can think of was Radio Shack. Radio Shack held on to those senior customers for as long as they could. And when the air was out of the balloon, it was over. But we'll never see that. We'll never see that again. We'll never see those kinds of stores again. A national chain that was sort of like a local store. It's got it.
As you mentioned that, he did a video, and I think it was on Borders and like Barnes and Noble, how there's like hardly any of them.
Yeah.
I think Borders is out of business completely. And
they're gone. Borders was a good store.
Barnes and Noble's left. It's like everything else through Amazon. But I mean, that was the thing in the 90s, the bookstores, and then they had all the newspapers there, and you get a cup of coffee. And that's another thing is with the newspaper, the actual newspaper in your hand. That's going to be going bye-bye soon enough. They're just not going to make enough money to be able to operate as far as a lot of the companies printing up them papers and paying them to be delivered and all that. If you ain't selling them, everything's going digital. Yeah,
it's Paperboy. We were just talking about the Paperboy the other night. You know?
Yeah. Oh, that's right. It was a few nights ago.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, hey, the newspaper was a good thing.
Yeah.
You know, now you take
it.
I would take the newspaper to the bathroom. Now I take my phone to the bathroom. I would still be down to take the newspaper. You know, I used to like the comic section, the sports. I don't know about how your local newspaper works in Detroit, but here we had the Daily News, and the sports was in the back, so you didn't have to search for it. You just flip to the back. You know, just turn the paper upside down, and the sports section was right there. So
yeah, similar. Or we got the Detroit News and Free Press, and it's like the sections. It's usually the second or third sections, your sports, and you have your finance section, and home and real estate section, and your main news one.
Hold on just a second.
Hold on just a second.
Hold on.
You have a call from.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
One last thing though. Is we're on this topic here. This lasted, I want to say, around 20 years. Let me take you back. The video cassettes.
Oh,
you know, and then when the CDs came out around 99, 2000, it pretty much died. But what I found is interesting, watch the video. Everyone knows VHS was the big player, you know, for years, most of the 80s and 90s. But you remember one called Betamax? It was a smaller cassette.
We had a damn Beta. We had a damn Betamax. Yeah, Sony Betamax. High quality videotape.
Yeah. What I found interesting is I thought the reason that they went under, or the thing basically failed. They made these cassettes for years, but what made it fail? I thought it was, now VHS, they had a longer recording time. Like you could do a 4-hour mode or 6-hour mode. The picture won't be as good.
Yeah.
But what I found out, what they failed in a business model was they came out about a year and a half before the VHS did. And Sony, for years, would not allow any other manufacturer to make the machines. And then they kept a monopoly where they're the only ones making the blank cassettes. And I'm not sure how they worked it, you know, with the movies that they did. Well, JVC came out like 2 years later with the VHS. And what they did is they allowed all these other electronic manufacturers, RCA and so forth, to make VHS. We said, we don't care. So it had made the market more readily available. Then they priced it down a little bit. And before Sony could try to catch up, it was boom, they were done. I found that kind of interesting. They thought that they were going to just monopolize this whole damn market. Well, when someone else says, "Oh, we'll make a cassette just like yours, just a little bit bigger, a little bit different," and pop it on the market. And
yeah, that's the crazy thing. The Beta shit was actually a higher quality tape. So it was like the difference between a regular cassette tape and a metallic cassette tape. But yeah. I remember at the video store. This is before Blockbuster was a thing. We had there used to be a video store chain called Arrow's Video. I don't know if it was a national chain or whatever. But at Arrow's Video, you could get a Beta tape or you could get a VHS tape. But the thing where I noticed that Beta was going under was they didn't have as many titles available for Beta. Everything was available in VHS. It wasn't hard to tell that Beta wasn't going to be around very, very long. And not too many people had a Beta player. We still have that shit at my mom's house. It's like,
wow.
You know, yeah, because like, I was like, don't throw it away. I want to prove to people like this was a real thing. Damn Sony Betamax. Crazy.
Wow. You know, but what Sony did was brilliant years later is the Blu-ray that came out. When it first came out, they had competition. There was another manufacturer, and it was a thing called the HD DVD. And it was like red.
Yep.
The things where the blue wasn't the blue, but where Sony killed them was with the PlayStation 3. It sold that, and I think it was around like the early 2000s, mid 2000s, and you get it, and you can get, it was popular, it was competing with Xbox, and you could put your CD disc in there with the games, Call of Duty, whatever. But they said, oh, it's also a Blu-ray player. Buy a PlayStation, enjoy your games, and you can also use it as Blu-ray. And that HD DVD thing, that lasted, I think, about like a couple years, and it just was gone. Boom. Everybody came in, and nobody was wanting to rent those HD DVDs at the Blockbuster or buy them. Everybody was getting them PlayStations, and that was a brilliant business move they did.
Look at what happened to to Sega Dreamcast. That was a hell of a system, but everybody was burning those CDs. They were using CDs for the games, and that killed them. But I had a Sega Dreamcast. That was an awesome game system. That shit was awesome. It was really better than the Sony PlayStation 1. It was definitely better than that. But they goofed. So it should have switched to DVDs. Even though you could burn DVDs too, but the thing is, of course, you could code them so they couldn't be duplicated. You know what I mean? And that reminds me. Remember the cassette tapes where you had to where you had to poke out those little tabs in the cassette tape to make sure that nobody taped over your shit.
Right. Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, oh man, it was what a day, what a time. Like, yo, man, don't tape over this Run DMC. I'm sorry, this shit would happen. Then somebody would stuff some tissue in there and still tape over your shit. Like, yo, this was blatant disrespect, man. Blatant disrespect.
As you were talking about that, with the cable, I remember back in the 80s, they were called the scrambler boxes, cheater boxes, or black boxes.
Uh-huh.
And they ran around like $100 or give or take. But you would take the coax cable, put it in the little black box, or the cheater box, and then you would run the coax cable from the other port in the cheater box to the actual cable box. Now, this was before you had even the pay-per-view, but you had your HBO, Cinemax, Showtime, and the Playboy channel.
Yeah.
You would get all that shit in for free once you ran it through the cheater box. And then when they came out with the other cable boxes, the newer technology, I think it was in the 90s, going into the 2000s, and then with the satellite was getting popular too, you would get those like cheater card things, and you put the little cheater card thing in, and it would discramble all the stuff.
Yeah. We called them a chip box.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we called it the chip box, the chip cable box. So yeah, it was instant pay-per-view.
Well, that's like, well, who cares? It's just people listen to the show. I'll give the information out. What the hell, I'm info spot, right? If you want to have movies in like HD quality, you can also do this trick with music. Don't go on iTunes and spend all that fucking money and shit. Get yourself a good screen recorder, like a software program. For example, Bandicam is a good one.
Okay.
So when you watch a movie through, let's say, Amazon Prime, have it on your monitor. You could set your screen recorder, let it play, screen records it, and it'll be usually about like 4 gigabytes to 8 gigabytes. Save it as an MP4. You could just put it on a portable hard drive, get yourself a nice SD card for your cell phone, or if it doesn't have let you put those little micro SD cards in it, get like a cell phone that's 256 gigabyte or more, and you could transfer those files and have it, your own movie, especially with the music. You can just screen record, you save it in MP3, and just go on YouTube and bring up whatever you want to hear or get the full CD. But you could burn all that stuff yourself now, through the screen recorder.
Yeah, with about a screen recorder, I would suggest that anybody who's going to use a screen recorder, make sure you test it out first, because so I have on a Samsung, if they have the screen recorder on a Samsung, it's automatically gonna you can choose whether you record outside sounds, external sounds, or just exactly what's on the soundtracks on the on whatever you're recording. On the LG phone that I have, you gotta be quiet when you do a screen record, because it'll record everything around you and the movie or the song or the event or whatever. So you need to check it out first to make sure that it's working the way you need it to, because you can be messing around and get a bad recording. You know what I mean? Like it'll be HD quality, but the audio might be all messed up because you didn't know not to talk. So yeah, just be careful with that.
I ran mine through my laptop, and I still have a desktop PC. I don't have it on my cell phone, other than I put my MP4 and MP3 files on my cell phone. And Bandicam is a great one for the movies and music. And then I had another one. I forget the name. I used it from when I would do some videos with some PowerPoints and stuff. But that's one of the good ones. But maybe it's different. I haven't worked it on the smartphone. I've done it on the laptop computer.
Mm-hmm.
But it won't be long. They'll come out with something where they, I'm sure the music and movie industry knows it. They'll try to come out with some block. Where
they already blocked some things. There's some things you can't.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, there's some things you can't screen record, and just like some things you can't do a screenshot. There's some.
Wow.
Yeah. Man, it's all coding. It's all coding. They're not gonna let you just circumvent the game. Those security measures are in place. Yeah, there are some things, some apps that won't allow you to take a screenshot.
Wow, I never had an issue with that on my laptop, but I don't know on the smartphone.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. Like what I've seen, it's like sensitive things that might have somebody's personal information and stuff on it, so they won't let you screenshot it. But you could always, if you have another phone, you could take a picture of it.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
There's always a way. There's always a way.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah. Well, listen, man.
Anyway.
Okay.
Always a pleasure talking with you, man, and
without a doubt
as well.
Appreciate it. Appreciate you calling through, man. All right, I'll talk to you next time. Have a good night. Always a good time talking to Info Spot 411. Appreciate you. And also on the line right now, caller with the last numbers 1132. Thank you for holding. Welcome to the Daily Go Getimism Show. How you feeling tonight? What's good? You got to unmute me. Unmute. Come on. All right. But yeah, so we're talking about, well, we've evolved. We talked a lot about, people putting you on speakerphone, putting you in group chats, unauthorized group chat. Unauthorized group chat. And, thanks to everybody for participating in the poll. Let's see what we got. Have you ever played phone games with anyone to catch them in a lie? 21% of the people said yes out of 14 votes, and 79% of people said no. I would never do anything like that. Well, I don't know how many. what percentage of everybody is telling the truth, but let's take for granted that everybody is moving with integrity tonight. It's all good. Oh shit. That's why I don't hear the person. They're on hold. I'm sorry. I got you now. Now I got you. I'm sorry. I didn't realize I had you on hold. You ready?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. I'm sorry. You couldn't
How
even
you
hear
doing?
me. Feeling like a real man should. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Great.
I'm doing good. I got up and I just wanted to say the topic. There are some disrespectful folks in the group. Group chat is known as speakerphone. They don't care. Very disrespectful.
Mm-hmm.
And very kind of like scary like a little bit. I'm not trying to get off the subject or anything, but I had to block a few folks, even a few celebrities, stalking celebrities. And it all goes back to that topic you did a while back, clout chasing and pocket watching.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and you said you take your phone into the bathroom with you?
Yeah, why not?
Well, I used to then believe in modern spirits and all this other kind of stuff, but they do exist. So watch out for that, because it's no longer no privacy. No more. You have to fight for it. You have to fight for your own privacy. People claim they don't watch your show, but they listen to every word that we're saying. They're looking at every time you write on somebody's timeline or somebody's chat. Follow, like you say in the chat, these hoes are thirsty, men and female hoes, and it's sad. And if they're doing this for attention, they could lose. They can lose. But it can be somebody better than them that know what they're doing. They take them down. Because we do got protection.
Yeah.
We do got protection if you know what you're doing. You do got protection if you know exactly what you're doing. And I had to, I didn't put in a report just right away. I just blocked the person from my sites and everything. But if this certain celebrity keep it up, I will put a report in. And the thing about what that is, I think some sites let them know who sent the report, and that's what I don't like, because that could also put you in danger too.
Telling on the person that's harassing you?
Yes, I have seen with some sites. Now, Mega, I don't think they tell their report. They keep safety, but YouTube wants you to put your name in and everything else, and I don't know if I'm ready for that. So I just block a person.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, you got to do what you got to do to feel safe out here.
Yeah, because because I don't overshare everything. I put things out there where I would like, And first of all, when I share, and by the way, this is Stacy. I know you know who it is. I'm not scared to share my name. I'm not going to be, when I don't want to share my name, I won't. When I put stuff out there, I'm documenting my life to help me grow. Now, if I inspire somebody, that's cool, but don't take my shit like it's theirs. Don't take none of my stuff. I done seen somebody take my cooking stuff, like my stove and stuff, like it was theirs.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, oh my goodness. And see, it's like I said, I'm not gonna tell what I know how to do and what I don't know how to do, because I ain't trying to get an enemy, no kind of heads up. My cousin's like, you don't have no enemies if you live for God. You got some enemies if you live like you're supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
The news wants you to think everybody like you. No, everybody don't. Because they all competing. I'm like, what is you competing for? You don't even, if you ain't doing this, some people are doing this for money. But if it ain't for passion, because that money could go away. If you ain't doing it for passion, it'll make you not want to do this no more. Chat with people, network with people, it'll make you don't want to do it no more. That's how bad it's done get.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just low down disrespectful. And I ain't trying to, I ain't getting off the stuff or nothing. But you better be glad that you're a handsome man on at 4 o'clock in the morning, because I don't get up this late for nobody. Nobody. Because if you were a woman, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it just straight like that. Let them go run and tell that. I wouldn't do it.
Well, thank you. I feel lucky now. I wasn't feeling lucky, but now I do.
I wouldn't do it because it's too late in the morning. But I had to tell people they have to be safe, because a lot of people overshare things. Some people are happy for you, and some people are not happy for you. Even when it comes to these leaders and stuff, even they get jealous in competition and all in groups and stuff. You have to really be careful.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I do not go on like that. And I said again, if I don't know how to work something, I'm not going to put myself out there where I don't know how to work it.
Right.
I'm not going to do it. You know, I would love to be on Snapchat. I don't know how to work it. I can't stand Twitter because I mess up too much, and I don't know how to work the. I don't even know if that guy edits button, but you can't only write so much stuff on it. So I don't like it. Mm-hmm. You know, but let's just be really careful in these group chats. And I thought I know it's open, and I thought the inbox was private. The inbox really ain't private. If they want to get in there, they can get in there. I can't send my man no pictures like I want to send them, because I don't know who else is looking. I don't want nobody looking at me but him. You know, nothing is not private no more. You know, not the inbox.
Mm-hmm.
Not the inbox is not. You know, you don't know these jealous hoes looking and competing, and the man you with don't even know they're competing. I know you probably like, what they competing for? I guess they think every man is a hoe, and every man ain't no good. You know, but it's just, you just have to really be careful. And I got like old stuff coming to me. I'm not even with this damn man no more that I was with, and the hoe is messing with me. She's gonna learn not to mess with me. She's gonna learn. You know, I'm getting on my knees. I'm praying about it. I'm not gonna even ask about it. I'm gonna trust God. I did what I had to do when I blocked. That was my faith. Work without faith is dead. So, and I'm gonna let God do the rest.
That sounds like a good idea.
That's what you got to do. And I didn't know to another reactor, hooked me on to, because sometimes I forget that you do have, control, and you do have knowledge of things, and I forget to do that, because they try to now no longer where people feed off your energy.
Mm-hmm.
It's like people could tell when you sad or in peace or when you upset and happy. And with me, of course, I wear my feelings on my sleeve, and I can't help that.
Mm-hmm.
And if you really know me and you my friend or you my family member, like the other day, my cousin like, what's wrong? I could tell was something wrong. And you know what? Not really wrong. I was just thinking about my mom, the stuff we went through, Yeah. It wasn't nothing wrong, but he could feel that.
Mm-hmm. And
I didn't know people could feel your. I'm not letting nobody take my energy and my mood, because I'm happy. I am happy. I mean, I had those days, but I shake that stuff off. You got to.
Yeah.
You got to. You got to learn how to, like I said, you got to learn in these group chats. I mean, straight up hoes. I mean, I have a couple of creators that I love sharing on my page. I have favorite one, of course, you one of them. I share you. People that I like, I share on my page. But instead of them doing what they need to do, like write, comment, or whatnot, they look at your stuff and they use your stuff. You can tell when somebody, looking at your stuff because they'll repeat it back, or just, looking at what you're writing on there. And that's not cool. That's not cool. And it's gonna be, and I don't have my comments off, but some kind of way when somebody write on my comments, they let me know. I still call it Facebook. I know it's no longer Facebook, but they let me know. So that's why I keep going. But group chats is something else.
Yeah, group chats are a problem. They are a problem.
I don't like being in a group. Like I said, I love chatting, but I found out a trick last week when I wrote in your group chat. It came up 3 times. Now I deleted it, right? And I seen a name that I deleted, and I started to block the name. If it do it again, I'm going to block the name because it was not me.
Okay.
It was not me. So I am exposing that because I don't be writing in there no 3 times because I know you don't like that. That don't be me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it don't be me, and it makes me mad because it only do that when I'm in your group chat. It don't do that in nobody else. I don't be in too many lives, but when I be in other lives, they don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
They don't do that, but just like I said, you just really have to be careful. Group chats, you have to be careful what you say on the speakerphone. If you got a passion and whether it's letting you make money or not, keep going because people are really looking, and it's a lot of clout chasing and pocket watching. Why are you watching my pocket? Ain't none of your business. I'm one of those females that didn't overshare and run my mouth. What I get. It ain't none of your business. You don't pay my bills. We ain't in church, and if I was in church, you still wouldn't know. That's the type of person I am, because a lot of females, sometimes females talk just to see if you want to talk. I'm one of them, and I'm not showing you my whole crib. No. Easy way for somebody to come in and break in and take whatever you got. Easy way for you to lose your finances when you the one put it out there. Especially if you hustling under the table. And I've seen creators get their money taken, get stuff taken. I didn't even see creators get they was high at one point and now they in a shelter or living in a car because they put all their business out there. And everybody don't, some people get you, but some people don't get you. That's all I wanted to say. Just I'm going through something now, and I'm like, that's not good messing with a real child of God. That's really not good because I done seen God fight my battles. Now, what I was doing wrong, I be clapping when God take them down. I didn't know you were supposed to do that. I'm human. I'm human. I didn't know God didn't like that. He said just say okay, and that's it. I'm gonna try. I'm going to try because when somebody's steady getting under your skin and steady getting your nerves and you can't do nothing about it but pray, and sometimes God don't come right away because you want to do something about it, and I had to protect myself, I had to protect myself. And, like I said, my family traveled and I'm about to start traveling, so I definitely have to protect myself, It's tight. You can't have, it's like they don't want you to have fun. They don't want you to be happy. I don't even believe they're happy with what they got. I'm up there on my another creator's page, writing and telling how proud I am of her. She likes to read books and everything. And here I see another hoe. Maybe I should reread. And I know she's been following me, and she be on my page, but she be on my page for the wrong reason.
Mm-hmm.
Be on my page for the wrong reason. And I know she was on the person's page that I was marketing stuff and talking to. And she read, she want to read, go to Barnes and Noble and read. I was like, I could see through the spirit. I was like, God gonna get her for that. And you can have the word on you all you want, but until that enemy and change, that's all it is word. That's all it is word. But I just wanted to call in. I'm gonna let you go because I know you get off at 4:00, and I don't want to hold you up. I want to listen to the show for what it is. I just had to get up there because I don't like group chat.
Okay, I appreciate you calling in. Thanks a lot.
Okay.
Have a good.
I don't even know they in group chat, so you have to be careful.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
You have to be careful. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Not just if I can't catch you through the weekend, you're definitely gonna see me on the weekdays. You definitely see me on the weekend.
Okay.
I ain't got no excuse.
Okay.
Because I remember when you used to come on at 7:00. Listen, days go come back.
They probably won't.
I ain't trying to hate or nothing. I just miss those days. I miss 7 and 6 o'clock. I miss that a lot. But you gotta do what you gotta do.
Oh, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this before you go with this one thing. You grew up in Detroit, right?
Yes.
East side or west side? Or
East side all day.
Oh, east side? Okay. All right, cool.
But I like the west side. I don't know why. I like the west side. That's the party side. East side boring.
Okay.
I'm Detroit, Michigan. My mother, she's from Macon, Georgia. She's from the South, so Macon, Georgia. And she grew up from there. And so I'm Detroit, Michigan. All day long.
Cool. All right.
Okay, then.
All right.
Have a good sleep.
All right. You have a good night. And thanks for calling in.
Bye-bye.
Peace. All right.
Bye-bye.
All right. So as we keep it moving, we got to get up out of here. Let's do these birthday shout outs. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious. Glorious. January 9th. January 8th, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special because they are special, because they are special, because they are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They get number one out the box. My man, go getter Clint C. Brantley. And also Celeste Atkins, and she's raising money for the 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. And also Audrey Smith and Malakar Perez La Loca and Pia Lang, Daisy Deaton. My man going all the way back to the 1982, Owen Rogers. And that's last but not least. I want to say happy birthday to all of y'all. And I hope that today finds you all in good health, happiness, mind, body, soul, and spirit. And that goes out to each and every person out there born on this glorious. January 8th, anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally. All of y'all go ahead and turn up. But don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out, rock on and do the damn to rock out. Rock on and do the damn rock out. Rock on and do the damn thing. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. And anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours, and remember. All right. So we talk about the phone. Yo, sometimes people will do things, then they won't leave you alone. They put you in the group chats, put you on speakerphone, do all kinds of things, won't and leave you alone. I don't understand the plight of some people. They want to do things that separate you and not equal, but you gotta know your friends and you gotta depend on yourself and make sure you protect your health. And your health could be your physical, the mental, emotional. You got to make sure you don't coast. And then when they know that you really don't play around, you got to keep your wits about you. Always got to be down. I might sound like I'm the police, but I'm not that. I'm just trying to just at least keep your sanity. It ain't easy as it sounds. And I understand. Yo, you got to not mess around. It's all good. It's all life. It's all wood. It's all perceived. It's all misunderstood. It's going to be all right. You think it's not, but it is going to be tonight. All right, let's go. Let me see. Yeah. We good? Peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. I love y'all to death. Resuscitate y'all. I love y'all right back to life. We will be back tomorrow night, 2 a.m. Yes, we will. Yes. Yes. So make sure y'all come on through. We're gonna be talking about that good stuff tomorrow night, just like we were tonight. Thanks for everybody for coming through. Thanks for everybody for popping in. Thanks for everybody for calling in. Appreciate y'all. And thanks for everybody for participating in the poll. Hit the like button, share the show, subscribe to the channel. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, y'all know how we do. Y'all know how it go. All right, so we can get ready to clock out and take off my uniform over here. Get out of these scrubs. Get out of these scrubs, baby. Let me take your chain off you. Let me take your chain off you. You're good. You're good. Everybody's all right. I can even take the microphone off that. You don't need to hear what I'm saying. All right, y'all. Like I said, peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. I love y'all to death. Resuscitate y'all. Love y'all right back to life. Be safe. Good night. If you're out and you're on your way home, be safe getting home. If you're home on your way out, going to work or whatever it is you do, morning jog, whatever, be careful also. The night will swallow you up if you're not careful. Hit the like button, share the show, subscribe to the channel. Peace, y'all. All right.